And with that, welcome into high school football here on a beautiful Friday night in Leo as we get set for the Angola Hornets and the Leo Lions. Alongside Mark Cockcroft, I'm Brett Briscoe. Great to have you with us tonight. A pair of 1-0 teams coming into battle. Angola picked up a big road win last Friday night at DeKalb, 14-8. Meanwhile, I think with what Leo lost last year, Mark, a score that surprised some people last week when they beat Bishop Luers right here.
Yeah, and Luers had a nice run at the end of the season last year, and you just never know coming back. One of the big scores for Luers transferred to Northrop, and so that might have affected them a little bit, but you still know year in, year out, Luers is going to be a very good football team, and for Leo to knock off Luers week one is a big win.
And they did it on the shoulders of Nathan Foster. He ran for over 120 yards last week. He's a load out of that backfield.
And if you take a look at the scouting report, looking into this Leo game, that is the number one thing that they've got to stop. And so usually you'll identify 2 or 3 things going into a week that you've got to try and focus on. One of the keys for Angola this week, and as the game progresses tonight, as you and I broadcast this game, if they're able to stop Foster, they'll have a shot.
And they had a pretty good assignment last week in color with the Cal, but they did a pretty good job shutting him down.
They did, and they had that one series where they were able to cut him loose a couple times, and they had the long drive, and the QB was able to break the pocket and score on that one. But other than that, the defense, they limited the big plays, and usually each coach is going to have set going into each game, we can only allow 1 big play, 2 big, whatever that number happens to be. Well, you know, tonight for Foster, they might be able to give him 1, but they can't give him more than that.
And that's going to be the job. You've got, Alex Thomas and those guys in the linebacker, and you've got Niles Knox out there on the end. I mean, it's going to be up to them to really try to get some pads on him and slow him down.
It will be. And we've seen over the years with Leo, they want to win, they expect to win, and they go after it. And tonight is a huge test for Angola because going into the season, Angola's got the same mindset. They had a really nice summer. The kids have done a nice job, and with that win last week against DeKalb, this will be a nice way to set them up going into next week against Fremont.
And that DeKalb game was really a defensive struggle. All of the scoring came in about a 6-minute stretch. Other than that, neither team really threatened to score much more the rest of the game.
That was one of those games where you talk about it. It's a 20-20 game, meaning that you start at the 20, go to the 20, and both teams were the same way.
Yeah.
I mean, they really were. That both teams struggled once they got to the 20. They were able to move the ball. They just were never able to do much inside the 20.
Well, Leo, you might have seen, just won the toss, and they now have deferred to the second half. So Angola, just like last week, they'll get the ball to start the ball game. Leo will get it to start the third quarter. And, we talked about that Angola defense. They really came up big at the end of the first half last week when Dallas Davidson came up with that interception. And looking how that game played out, that was maybe the play of the game.
It was, and Dallas had a nice game, had a couple picks early before he ran into some cramping issues. And we just saw a defense as the game progressed last week. You talk about on defense, you've got to have 11 people that do everything right every play. If you have one breakdown from one player or a breakdown from 2 players, teams can go in and score on you. As the game progressed, they were able to get 11 players doing the same thing on every play.
I misspoke. Leo won the toss, and they've decided to receive.
Well, both teams are purple and white. And so there will be times tonight we do get them confused.
But, I think I know what Leo's thinking. We're going to get Foster, we're going to get him going, and we're going to try to get on the board early, is exactly what they were thinking. So it's going to be a good opportunity for that Angola defense to stop. Back deep to receive it is Isaiah Detmers. Nathan Foster back there as well.
And we saw last week a majority of the time Hasselman kicked it on the ground and squibbed it up through the middle. I don't know if it was because of who DeKalb had deep or if that's something they'll do again this week.
So the Hornets are set to kick it away. It will be Hawk Hasselman to put the ball in play. And we are just about ready to go here under the Friday night lights in Leo. And they do kick it off. And it's brought down over on the right side. That's Holbert. And he's got it out just shy of the 30, and that's where the Lions will go to work 1st and 10 on their first offensive possession of the night.
Looks like Gus Haven on the tackle.
Lions will start the first drive.
Gus had a nice game last week.
Titus Stoller will be the quarterback for Leo. They've got Foster. He's going to be the lone back in the backfield. They'll go with 3 wide receivers, 2 to the near side, 1 to the far side to open up the first offensive play of the night. I'll bring a man in motion, and it's a flip to Holbert, and he tries to get around the corner and does, and he's got a pickup of about 4.
Lentz did a nice job of turning that play in, but he was able to get that foot planted and pick up some.
That's where having Foster in that backfield, you can kind of use him as a decoy a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
We've seen Angola have players over the years that they've been able to do that too.
And specifically this year with Hawk Hasselman as well.
So again, Foster in the backfield. Stoller will work out of the gun. Now they're going to bunch all 3 receivers up on the short side of the field. Now they'll send Holbert back in motion. Foster gets the carry, and he's got the first down out across the 40 to about the 41-yard line, and that'll move the sticks for the Leo Lions. And that was a big hole for Foster to run through.
Yeah. You saw right there what kind of talent he has, as well as having a nice hole.
It's like last week against Bishop Lures. The Knights got a heavy dose of Foster. Again, they'll work out of the shotgun with Stoller. Had Foster to his right. Now they'll reset him over to the left. They'll go with 4 wide receivers. And again, Foster gets the carry, finds a hole up the middle, and he is off to the races. And the one thing we said Angola had to try to contain was Nathan Foster, and he takes the 3rd play of the game all the way for a touchdown. That's a 59-yard scamper.
He is quick.
And part of that Leo line's so big, they are getting off the ball early. And he's got a 1 or 2 yard head start almost. So now they'll attempt the extra point as Leo Zink comes on to try to put it through the uprights, and not pretty, but it's through, and Leo leads it 7-0. We're back after this. You're watching high school football. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
Buying a new home means a lot of decisions, starting with, where are you going to get the best mortgage? At First Federal, we offer competitive rates, flexible terms, convenient payment options, and expert-friendly advice, all without the long wait you get from one of those big city financials. Make your dream home a reality. Talk with us. We're an equal housing lender.
Back at Leo, where the Lions score 4 plays, 79 yards, a 59-yard run for Nathan Foster for the score. And the Lions have grabbed an early 7-0 lead with 10:25 to play here in the opening quarter. And it's a big boot. It's going to come down to Davidson at the 10, out across the 15, the 20, and he is going to be hit and dropped just across the 20. And that's where Angola will go to work 1st and 10.
Looked like Davison had a seam there for just a second, but it closed in a hurry. Boy, their kickoff specialist is a lot different than their extra point guy, huh?
Yes.
He's probably 100 pounds bigger. Put a nice leg into that one.
Yes. So here comes the Angola offense for the first time tonight. Brady Ravis again will be the quarterback. And it's going to be interesting again to watch tonight how they line up and use Hawk Hasselman. Last week we saw him move him around quite a bit. Thomas up to the top of your screen. Ravis rolls out, and it's complete for a short gain.
Ravis's pass complete to Thomas.
Little curl right there by Alex on the sideline.
That's going to set up a second down and manageable to be second down and 3.
A lot of size on that Leo defensive line. A lot of size.
Ravis takes the snap, handoff to Hasselman. And he spins his way, and that's going to move the sticks. A first down, Angola. This might be the best formula for Angola tonight. Little chunks of yardage and big chunks of clock.
I would agree with you 100%.
You know, if the home run happens to show up and you hit it, oh well.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes your best defense can be a ball control offense. Ravis again out of the gun. He's got Hasselman to his left. Thomas down at the bottom of your screen, and now a flag comes in. And that's going to be a false start against the Hornets. And
Leo walked their linebackers up and looked like they were going to run a stunt there, and sometimes that causes you to flinch just a little bit.
Boy, Lions got some big dudes on that defensive front.
They are huge, aren't they? Oh, my goodness, are they big. .250 to
6'2", 310.
6'2", 310 over the center.
And Lions are showing blitz. Now they back out. Ravis throws. That's complete to Thomas. And he is going to be gang tackled out across the 35 at about the 37. So that'll get the penalty yards back and a few extra. And Angola will look at his second down and long.
Looking for that little seam there between the DB and the safety. Cornerback and the safety.
Second down.
Their smallest lineman's 225.
Yeah, I was going to say, Angola, the best way they might deal with this big, aggressive, physical defense is just to make everything quick hitters as much as they can. Now Ravis going to roll out the opposite way, throws on the run. That is complete. And slung out of bounds, and lucky there probably wasn't a flag tacked onto that. That looked like maybe some extracurricular activities as Braden Gruner made the catch. That was 2, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was.
That's a long way from here.
Yeah, Ravis has done a nice job throwing the ball.
So
He had a nice week last week.
So that'll move the sticks. Angola's got it all the way out just shy of midfield. This is so far a nice opening drive for the Hornets. Ravis takes the low snap. Here's a pitch to Hasselman, and he is going to be driven out of bounds inside Leo territory. That'll be a gain of about 4.
They're
only going to give him a gain of about 1.5 yards.
Yeah, he must have stepped on the white on the other side. They've been splitting Thomas out as opposed to lining him up at tight end. Spread that defense out a little bit.
Well, in theory, too, that probably puts him up against a smaller cornerback.
And just as we say that, he lines up at tight end.
That's why we're sitting here.
Yeah.
Here's a handoff. They try to work it up the middle, and extra effort is going to be just shy of the first down for Dallas Davidson.
Tackled by Foster.
Boy, it looked like that play was bottled up, and Davidson was able to squirt out.
Nice run.
5, third down and 1.
That'll bring up a 3rd down and 1 for Angola.
Going with the 2-back tight end set.
Again, it's Davidson looking for the corner, still looking, still on his feet, and now the pursuit of the Leo defense is going to take him down for a loss. It'll be decision time for Angola here on their first 4th down of the night.
Not a lot there.
And I don't see Landon Buzzard coming on the field, so it looks as though Angola is going to go for it here on 4th down.
You look down on the play sheet, you've got those 4th and long plays. Time for one of those right now.
This will be 4th down and 5. And Leo going to bunch the box, and they're going to bring the house, it looks like. Ravis takes the snap, fakes the handoff. Quick hitter over the middle to Hasselman. He's got it. The 1st down and more to the Leo 30. That was a very well executed play by Angola.
Yes, it was. That was a different look. They came with a tight end and a wing and a 2-back set, and they hit Hawk right in that seam.
And that had to be quick with the pressure Leo was bringing right up the middle.
You're right. They did bring the house.
So another 1st down for Angola as they continue to chew up the first quarter clock, a drive that's now taken nearly 4 minutes off the clock.
Look at the unbalanced set.
It's been a nice opening drive for Ravis. Here's the handoff for Hasselman trying to get around the left side. Looks to cut it back up the middle and does. And still on his feet, and he's all the way to the 20, and that's going to be another Angola 1st down.
Nice block there on the edge by Alex Thomas.
So far, this has probably been the best executed drive they've had this season.
Yeah. Yeah, they've done a nice job.
They've gotten some key blocks for Hasselman and Davidson. Ravis has been on point, throwing the ball here early. Davidson's in the slot to the near side. Buzzard has got the handoff, and there's just not much there. That might be the tough place to run for Angola tonight between the tackles.
Yeah, they went with that 2x2 where they had 2 slots and 2 split ends and tried to spread out the defense, and they just weren't able to find any holes.
I think quickness-wise, when you're talking Hasselman and Davidson, they could outrun anybody side to side on that line, and then you're looking at maybe just having to go one-on-one against the linebacker if you can get to the corner. Ravis to throw over the middle, caught, touchdown, Dallas Davidson.
Whoa. Ran the seam.
Dallas Davidson with a Hornet touchdown.
That was an impressive drive for Angola.
That was definitely an answer.
I'll go as far as to say, that was against a pretty good football team. That might be one of the best drives we've seen in the last couple of years.
Yeah.
That was just well executed.
Ravis 5 for 5.
Hasselman with the extra point.
That was an 80-yard drive that took nearly 5 minutes off the clock. Hasselman on to attempt the extra point. Hold, the kick is no good. And the Hornets are on the board. 5:25 to play here in the first. It's 7-6 Leo. We are back after this. You're watching high school football. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
This is where I work.
But this place,
it's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
Hornets go 80 yards in 9 plays. They get the 20-yard touchdown pass from Ravis to Dallas Davidson. The extra point was no good, but it's a 1-point ball game. Leo 7, Angola 6 with 5:25 to play. And this is a high kick that Foster's going to make a jump catch on at the 15. Finds a couple of holes, trying to squirt out, and he's wrestled down by Thomas.
Foster out
Boy, Alex got a hold of him. That was the end of the run for Foster. He was not letting
he
go.
wasn't cutting loose. Give that offensive line a lot of kudos on that last drive. They did a nice job.
Everyone to support Cato's crew to benefit Alzheimer's Association.
So Leo gets the ball for their second drive of the night. Stars a pretty good field position. They'll put it down at their own 34. 3 wide receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Foster's the lone running back. Foster gets the carry. And he is going to be tackled and taken down. Dallas Davidson in on that tackle for Angola. Also in there was Gus Haven.
He beat Gus on the initial move, and then Gus chased him down from behind.
Nice hustle, wasn't it?
It was. You don't give up on a play like that, and you can come and help and make the tackle from behind.
Under 5 to play here in the first quarter. Leo leads at 7-6. They look at a second down and 5. 4:45 to go. Again, it's Foster, and he has got just enough for the first down, and that'll move the sticks for the Lions. Well, he's got that quick jump step.
That's exactly what he has. That first step of his.
It makes it tough. It looks like he's in hole A, and he's going through hole B.
Yeah. What it means is defenders start tackling air sometimes.
Yeah.
He's able to just flip directions so quickly.
And this time it'll be the quarterback keeper. Actually, they didn't get the first down. It looked like they did. It was only 3rd and 1, and they'll do the quarterback keeper for the first down.
First down, Lions at the 47.
So the other big game in the area tonight, East Noble and Snyder.
Yeah, that's a doozy.
That is 25th anniversary for the East Noble 2000 championship team.
Now that SAC opening those first couple of weeks has made for some really good matchups that we've never got to see before. Here's a toss sweep to Foster, trying to get to the corner, and he's going to be ridden out of bounds by Dallas Davidson.
Foster taken out of bounds by
Boy, he gets to that corner quick, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. Tell you what, Dallas Davidson got to the corner pretty quick, too.
But what they do with their offense there is they leave some people unblocked because they're so sure that Foster can get to the corner, even if they are unblocked.
Nine on that last run for Nathan Foster. It'll be second down and 1 from the Angola 44. Inside 3 minutes to play here in the first quarter. And this time it's a quarterback keeper again, and he is going to be tracked down from behind. The tackle by Alex Thomas.
Alex came from the backside to make that tackle.
First down, Lions.
Well, I tell you what, that sun went down and that temperature dropped in a hurry, didn't it?
It did. That was a 10-degree drop right there.
Yes, it was. I remember one of the last few times we came to Leo for the second game of the year, and it may have been the coldest game we had all season.
Yeah, that was cold.
And now flags are going to fly.
Oh,
Offside.
called offside.
Hornets. It'll be a 5-yard penalty.
So now the Lions will look at a first down and 5 after the offsides penalty. Turn it into a pretty good time-consuming drive by Leo as well.
A lot of offense here in the first quarter.
Here's a late toss to Foster, trying to get to the corner, and good job of defense by Angola to not allow him to turn upfield. Hasselman was there, and a host of others. He just ran out of bounds.
Gain of about 3 on the play. Second down, Leo.
Gain of 3. It'll be second down and 2. We're under 2 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Stoller again, hands off to Foster, and he is going to be taken down
Foster with the spin.
by Hawk Hasselman.
Hasselman and Haven. We're going to go the first quarter without seeing a punt.
Leo burn a timeout. Oh, they stopped them. No, they didn't get a first down, did they?
Oh, they gave it to him.
Well, it did stop the clock long enough to move the change down to 1:09 to play here in the quarter. Leo 7, Angola 6. Stoll rose out. One of the first times he's looked to throw the ball tonight, and it's incomplete.
Stoller's pass is incomplete.
Good coverage there by Hasselman.
Tackwell, the intended receiver for the Lions. That stops the clock with exactly a minute to play.
Was that their first pass attempt?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much everything's been Foster. They did have the first handoff of the game went to Hulbert. Quarterbacks kept it a couple of times, but that was the first time he's thrown the ball. Angola showing blitz, and here they come.
Oh, my.
And they got him. That was a big-time tackle by Angola as they showed blitz, and busting through to get the tackle was the freshman Owen Shull.
They brought all three linebackers, didn't they?
Yes, they did. And they didn't really disguise it.
No. Leo wasn't able to pick it up. Big play.
So now it'll be third down and about 12 for Leo. Stoll to throw. Loads up deep down the left side, and it is out of bounds. Did he make the catch?
Oh, my, what a catch. Wow. That was a catch.
I don't know if he was in bounds or not.
Right on the sideline, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Again, Foster gets the handoff, and again he's tackled by Scholl. And that's going to be at the end of the first quarter. That was an entertaining first quarter here at Leo. Lions lead the Hornets 7-6. We're back after this. You're watching high school football, powered by the Steuben County REMC and Hometown Media.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank has focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork, helpful,
involvement,
passionate,
local,
family, inspiring,
longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the Blue Button difference.
Back in Leo, Lions lead at 7-6, but they're knocking on the door. They'll have a second and goal at the 7.
Perfect time for football tonight.
Oh, it's beautiful. Owen Shull's come up with 2 big tackles on this drive. And now the flags come in, and I think that's going to be a false start against the Lions, and it will be.
Changes the play call a little bit.
Yeah, so now to be second and 12, or second and goal from the 12. makes this a big play on this drive.
Mm-hmm.
Stoll to throw. Gathers, throws, corner of the end zone, and wide open at a touchdown. There was, I didn't even see, I can't see, but making the catch was Foster Swaney. Looked like Angola may have had a defender fall down.
Mm-hmm.
13-6.
Did they run an illegal pick?
I didn't see it.
That's what the officials are discussing right now.
We've got the student section seated just off to our right, and I didn't see it. We caught a little bit of the replay, and you could see the Angola player on the ground, and the extra point is up and good. And Leo now leads it by a score of 14-6. Back after this, you're watching high school football on Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy is here to guide you every step. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together with Jeremy Bracey with RE/MAX Results.
Another nice week for volleyball.
Yes.
Big win against Snyder, big win against DeKalb, 3-1 against Snyder, 3-0 against DeKalb. So they're 5-0 going into this week against Fairfield and West Noble. And that West Noble match this week is going to be a
And that's at West Noble, isn't it?
Yes, it
we
is.
Played them at home last year.
Yep.
They've got, I don't have it in front of me, but they've got that super long NECC win streak going on.
Yeah.
I mean, they haven't lost an NECC match since, like, what, 2020?
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Or maybe even 2019. So Leo now leads it by 8, 14-6. And let's see if Angola's offense can come up with another answer. The loose ball be picked up by Hasselman, and he'll be ridden down near the 25. And that's where Angola will start their second drive of the night. 1st and 10. Kind of tells you what kind of game this has been. We're into the second quarter, and Angola's just now getting the ball for the second time.
Oh, you're right. And the one drive by Leo was just a couple plays.
Yeah. But then their second drive was long and used up about 5.5 minutes of the clock.
So was Angola's, yeah.
Let's see if Angola can duplicate what they did on their opening drive. It was very well executed in all phases. Ravis takes the snap. It's a pitch over to Hasselman, looking for the corner, dancing through traffic, and he's across the 30 to about the 31, maybe the 32 with a generous spot. But either way, that's a nice gain on first down.
It is. They did a couple tackles on that one.
That'll be a 7-yard pickup for Hasselman. Boy, that allows you to open the playbook even wider when you're looking at a 2nd down and 3.
Another big football game in the area tonight. Garrett and DeKalb.
Yeah.
Give us a chance to see where and how good Garrett is.
Well, they played the number 1 team in what, 2A?
1A.
Are they 1A?
Yeah, lost 7-0 to Adams Central last week.
That's a perennial state power.
Mm-hmm.
They fake the handoff. Now Ravis going to keep it. He's got the first down, looking for the corner, and he'll take the first down and step out of bounds, and that'll extend the drive now for the Hornets. Nice play by Ravis.
We saw him do that a couple times last week. Keeps the defense honest. if the coaches see that defense is flowing too hard to that play side, they'll have him pull it.
It seems like they've spread it around a little more than what we did last week. We've already seen a couple of throws and catches for Thomas, couple to Davidson. We've seen Ravis keep the ball. Here's Hasselman again, looks to turn it upfield, and he's got a gain of about 2 or 3 on first down.
Who you taking between Texas and Ohio State tomorrow?
Probably Ohio State. I think it's pretty even, but since they're playing at Ohio State.
But why noon?
Right. You know, there's a lot of people really don't like that Fox noon kickoff.
Mm-hmm.
There's even shirts being sold that say ban noon kickoffs. Hasselman stutter step, and there is just nothing there. He run into a big wall right there as Darian Treesh, 6'2", 255, makes the tackle.
I think Sauter was in on that one too at 215. That was a brick wall.
So they lost a yard, and now it'll be 3rd down and 9. And let's see what Angola has in their bag of tricks here.
Lynch at defensive end as well. Wow.
They'll fake the handoff to Hasselman. Now Ravis in some trouble, and he is going to be sacked all the way back across the 40 to the 39-yard line. That'll end up being a loss of 2. And the Hornets will have to call on Landon Buzzard to punt it away as they'll look at a 4th down. And about 12 back at the 38-yard line. And we've seen Buzzard completely flip the field a couple of times last week against DeKalb.
What number are you picking up back there deep? Is that 10?
Yeah, I think that's Holbert.
Yeah.
Good snap. That was a pretty good rush, too. And this one is going to be fair caught at the 35 by Holbert. And that's where Leo will get the ball back, 1st and 10. And boy, you look back at that Angola drive, the handoff to Hasselman where he was just met by a wall of black jerseys. That kind of stalled the whole drive.
Yeah, it did.
And allowed Leo to really load up on that third down play.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
I don't know. We'll be interested in that Ohio State-Texas game to see what Arch Manning does his first time actually being in control of that Texas offense. I know they had some stuff for him the last couple of years, but he's the guy now.
Yes, he is.
They bring Thomas up to the line. He's going to stunt. Now here's Stoll, rolls out, and that's complete to Holbert. Looks to get around the corner, and he's going to be dragged down by Davidson. And still enough to move the sticks.
Move the pocket on that to give the QB a little bit of a cleaner look.
First and 10. They spotted at the 47. Nice play till Colbert out of bounds. The clock stops with 8:26 to play here in the first half. Again, they try to run it left side with Foster. And he's got a gain of about 3 to the 50.
Hasselman stepped up and made the tackle.
Sure would be nice if the defense could find a takeaway.
Mm-hmm.
Here's Stoll, rolls out, throws, and that's complete. That was a nice catch there on the sideline. Kinchy made the catch.
Opening up their playbook a little bit here, this drive.
Nelson Kinchard in motion. Stoll works out of the gun, and first time carry for Paul Woods.
Woods is tackled by
Alex Thomas stepped up on the tackle.
Yeah, not much there either as far as a gain. It'll bring up second down and 9. Clock continues to run. 6:56 to play here in the first half. It's been a fairly quick first half.
Yes, it has.
Wood still there at running back. And now Leo's going to have to burn a timeout. Look like some confusion on offense. We'll take a quick break. We're back after this. You're watching high school football on Hometown Media.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Hornets will be back home for their home opener next Friday night when they host the Fremont Eagles. Kickoff set for 7 o'clock. If you can't make it out to the stadium, we'll have all the action for you right here on Hometown Media. It's a Steuben County rivalry as Angola plays host to Fremont next Friday night at 7 right here on Hometown Media. Right now, Leo leads at 14-6 here under the Friday night lights. 6:33 to play in the second quarter. Lions look at a second down and 9 out of the timeout. Stoll, Wood still in at running back. Lobs it over the middle and had a man wide open. He just overthrew him. That pass was intended for Foster Swaney. Just a little too much on that one. And now that brings up a big 3rd and 9. I know we're only midway through the second quarter, but this might be a big play for the Angola defense right here. They keep Woods in at running back. They'll go with 4 wide receivers, 2 to the far side, 2 to the near side. Paul Woods, the running back, set to the left of the quarterback, Stoll. They faked or give it to Holpert. He's trying to get to the corner. Angola with a pretty good pursuit, and Hasselman will come up with a tackle at about the 39-yard line, but a flag is down, and that's going to be holding against Leo, and I'm sure Angola is going to take that penalty.
Fremont's up on Blackford 21-0.
Wow. You got a score from Kendallville yet?
7-0 at the end of the first. East Noble over Snyder. Lakeland's up on Busco 7-6. Adams Central 7, Eastside 7.
Now the 10-yard penalty going to push the football all the way back to the 50-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 19 now for the Lions. You got 3 wide receivers to the near side. Stoll rolls out, looking downfield. Now he's going to try to tuck it and run, and now he's got some room. He's got the 1st down and more, and he's ran out of bounds, but a late flag is going to come in.
That was a late flag way down the field.
I'm not sure what that was for. That was in a part of the field where you normally don't see a flag.
In the secondary.
Holding against Leo. So back-to-back holding calls for Leo.
That'll negate the first down.
That's what it's important when they get the flag spotted right as to where the penalty is marked from, because the official actually came in and moved his flag.
Yeah, and I think originally he'd thrown it at the 25, but then he brought it back to the 30, which means the play's brought back to near 40.
So that'll bring up a third down now and 10. Or should that have been a first down?
No.
No, that's right. So third down and 8, they'll officially call it. Woods still the running back, stole to throw. Here comes a heavy rush by Angola, and Thomas got him all the way back into Angola territory. Alex Thomas gets the stop and the sack at the 45-yard line.
That might have forced them into a punting situation.
It did. Boy, after the run from Stoll, it looked like they were going to have 1st and 10 near the 20-yard line. And then the holding penalty took it backward, and then a big sack from Alex Thomas. That was an all-out blitz. So Hopert back to punt, Hasselman back to receive. And that was a good stand by the Angola defense. Hasselman calls for the fair catch, bobbles and falls on it at the 20. And that's where Angola will go to work 1st and 10. And that's what you need out of your defense. You don't need crazy big stops, but you just need stops.
That was a very nice sequence there for the Hornets. Looking under 5 minutes here if they can put together a nice drive.
And, you know, a lot of times a holding penalty is created because the defender beat the offensive player.
But that holding call was 35 yards from the line of scrimmage.
That's the kind that'll get pointed out in film tomorrow morning, isn't it?
It will.
Under 5 to play here in the second quarter. Angola gets the football back. Trailing 14-6. Here's Hasselman trying to stretch it to the outside, but there's just nothing there. Holbert's going to get credit with the tackle. And the Hornets lose about 4 on the play. It'll be 2nd down and 14.
We talked in pregame about how strong that Leo defensive line is, and I think we saw it right there.
I think they've ratcheted up the aggressiveness just a tad since that first Angola possession. Ravis going to tuck it and run, turns the corner, and he is hit and knocked down across the 20. And it's going to be interesting to see what that flag is for.
That was a late flag, wasn't it?
Yeah. Was there even an offensive player up there to be? No, they're
he's
going to wave
waving
it off. I'm not sure what that could have been for.
No.
I mean, it looked like a pretty good tackle on the sideline. I didn't see any other players in the play.
No. Ravis made a nice decision there. He was looking to the short side, and both receivers were covered, so he tucked it and took off. He picked up, what, 8 on that?
Yeah. Maybe 3rd down and 6. You know, so far Angola's done a nice job. They haven't gotten their stuff buried behind the sticks. They've made every offensive they play has been a manageable down and distance. Ravis on the run, throws, and that's complete. And that'll be an Angola 1st down.
Who made the catch there? Ruppel, yep.
Tyler Ruppel makes his first catch of the season, and it's good enough to move the sticks out across the 30 to the 34-yard line.
He made very sure he was coming down with that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did. You know, this could be big if Angola could extend this drive and get some points and then get the ball to start the 3rd quarter.
Oh, boy.
Boy, they are keying on Hasselman, aren't they?
Yeah.
Tackle in the backfield by Aiden Roberts.
Yeah, they ran that delay look and just went nowhere.
Well, that's a loss of 4. It'll be second down and 14. Under 3 minutes to go. Ravis takes the snap, rolls out. Got a good block from Hasselman in the backfield. Now just going to throw it away.
That was a big defensive lineman
Yes,
Hawk
it
took
was.
on right there.
Yes, it was. And that was a really good block.
Yes.
Third down, Angola.
So that'll bring up a third down now. As the sun starts to set down in the west end zone. Been so much nicer not to have the sun in our eyes.
Beautiful atmosphere here.
And now Angola is going to take a timeout as they look at a third down and 14 with 2:48 to play here in the half. And as we mentioned, the Hornets return home next Friday night. It'll be their home opener as they welcome the Fremont Eagles to town. We'll have all the action for you starting at 7. Angola and Fremont, it's a Steuben County rivalry. You can see it all right here on Hometown Media. Next Friday night at 7. High school football under the Friday night lights. So Angola calls the timeout. They'll be looking at a third down and 14. And I think at the very least, you would like to be able to get this out across the 35 or the 37 if you can't pick up the first down, because I think at the very least you would like to give Landon Buzzard a few extra yards to work with.
Mm-hmm. They would love to pick up that first down.
Oh, yeah,
keep that clock running.
And again, you know, the Angola really wants that clock to be their friend, but once you start getting behind the sticks and have to throw the ball, that's when that clock starts to slow down a little bit. Ravis takes the snap, steps up in the pocket, looking downfield. Now he's going to turn on the jets and run, and he is going to be knocked down at about the 40. That's going to be about 4 yards shy of the first down. And now Leo's going to take a timeout.
That's their second.
That comes with 2:40 to play.
Decision time here for Coach Thomas.
You've got about 4 to pick. You pick up 4, you're almost guaranteed to go in the locker room.
Yes.
No worse than down
7.
Yeah, down 14-6.
But you gamble here and you don't pick it up. They've got a short field with 1 timeout.
I was trying to see. Buzzard's in the huddle. So if that's any indication, it looks like they may be planning to kick. I don't know. Knowing you get the ball back to start the third quarter, I don't know. I think you kick it away here and take your chances with the defense and going down 8.
Defense has played well tonight.
Yeah, they have. Just too many things can happen to give Leo a short field. And when you've got a guy like Foster in your backfield, man.
Leo assumes they're going to punt.
I don't know. I think you kick it. You got to make them drive 70 or 80 yards here,
Yeah,
I think.
Buzzard's going back deep.
Yeah.
But guess who we have lined up? It's an up back.
Is Hasselman up there?
Yep.
I'll go for the punt. It's a high kick, and Holbert's going to call for the fair catch at about the 32, 33-yard line. So Leo will have 67 yards to go and 2:32 with 1 timeout.
That's such a nice weapon when you have Buzzard back there.
Oh, you know, and I think tonight, I think his punts have been rushed. Leo's getting a pretty, not a stellar rush, but they're getting a decent rush. I think he's had to hurry just a little bit a couple of times. But he definitely flipped the field twice last week at DeKalb.
That was a nice punt right there.
Yeah, he got a lot of hang time on that one, didn't he? Foster's back in the game. He set out the last series. Angola creeping Thomas up to the line of scrimmage and trying to spy on Foster, and he found him. And now the pile's going to drive forward to about the 40. Boy, Alex was hunting number 2, wasn't he?
He was.
7-yard gain on the play.
And lines up in the same spot as we come up on 2 minutes to play here in the half. Now Stoll going to throw over to the left side. That is complete. Out to near midfield.
Rupel on the tackle. On the coverage and the tackle.
Tackwell makes the catch.
First down, Leo at the 50.
He'll stop the clock with 2 minutes to go as Leo has gone now into the hurry-up offense. And it's a big defensive series for Angola to try to keep them out and only go down a score into the locker room. And now a flag comes in, and that's going to be a false start against the Lions. And it's been a fairly penalty-free game for Angola, not so much for Leo.
You remember the days when they got inside the 50, they were in field goal range?
Yeah.
Boy, they went through a run of kickers.
Where did that last one end up?
Indiana Wesleyan.
They're ranked in the top 10 in NAIA.
They are this year? I didn't see that.
A friend of mine's son starts at wide receiver for him. Here's a deep pass down the sideline and overthrown his intended receiver, Holbert.
Buzzard on the coverage. That's a tough pass to complete all the way across the field.
That is.
Second down, Leo.
That'll bring up a second down and 15, but down to a minute 20. Yeah, those kickers Leo had, that was.
Oh, man.
Yeah, they come across midfield. They were almost in field goal range.
They were, yeah.
Now an empty backfield. They'll swing it out for Foster, and he is wrapped up by Davidson, and then Alex Thomas came in to finish it off.
Nice job wrapping him up. That is not an easy task.
Yeah, credit Dallas Davidson with a big play there and give the assist to Alex Thomas. And that's now 3rd down and 12, and we're under a minute to go. After you're Angola, maybe you're thinking you can kind of force Leo into a mistake by maybe trying to get too much at once. Here comes Shull. Pass over to the left side is in and out of the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 4th down, and Angola is going to get the ball back with 41.7 seconds. And that was a pretty good defensive stand by the Hornets.
It was. Keith and Duncan on the coverage right there. That was a huge stand.
Formation for the Lions. Hasselman deep for the Hornets.
And Davidson almost got that, and he shanked it off the side of his foot. Angola's going to get some pretty good field position.
Davidson ran into the kicker.
Roughing the kicker against Angola.
That'll be an automatic first down, too. So a big, huge break for the Lions. And boy, that punt was shanked. Angola's going to have the ball where maybe you don't think about just sitting on it to end the half. But now you got to turn it back over to your defense as Leo's going to have 37 seconds. They still got a timeout. And the ball is going to be spotted at the 37.
First down, Lions at the 37.
Stoll again. He's got Foster in the backfield with him, and Thomas came busting through. And
messed up his line of vision, didn't he?
Foster, I don't know if I call that a block or if I just call that getting in Alex's way.
Nice stunt there.
I don't think Foster wanted any part of Thomas coming at him.
Not there, he didn't.
So second down and 10, down to 34.3 seconds to go.
Still with one timeout, correct?
Yep. Now they're trying to bring Scholl. Foster stumbles through the line, and then he's tackled from behind.
Foster is tackled by Nielsen.
Nielsen's going to get credit with a tackle for Angola. Now Leo used that final timeout with 27.7 seconds to go here in the first half. Last check, Fremont, next week's opponent for Angola, was leading Blackford in the second quarter 21-0. That's a long bus ride to get off and score 21 points.
How far is that bus ride from Fremont?
Down there. It's on the bypass or down by Muncie.
That's where that is?
Yeah.
Huh. You snowball up on Snyder 14-7. Garrett's up on DeKalb 7-0.
All those games got to be about halftime, aren't they?
Most of those games are, yeah.
So big decision here for Leo. They're looking at a 3rd down and 5 with 27.7 seconds to go, and they're now out of timeouts here in the first half.
These officials have done a nice job
It
tonight.
hasn't been bad, no. Now they'll send Foster out as a wide receiver over to the left side. They'll uncork it over to the near side, and that is complete. Caught by Landon Kinchy. And that'll move the sticks and leaves Leo with 23.4 seconds to play. That was well executed by the Lions.
Leo first down at 21.
And just the 3 or 4 times that we've seen Leo receivers try to make catches near the sideline, you can tell that's something they work on a lot.
They do.
Stoll now being chased. Now he's got some green ahead of him, and he's just going to sprint out of bounds, and the clock will drift down to 15.8.
Did you see Thomas flat back Foster out that way?
Picks up the yard. Second down.
It is gut check time for both teams right here.
Yes, it is. I mean, Leo, you got to be really careful here. If you
Yes,
don't
you
get
do.
out of bounds or score a touchdown, it could be the last play you run of the half.
Mm-hmm.
They'll have it 2nd and 9 at the 20. No timeouts and only 15.7 seconds left here in the first half. Stoll sets up in the pocket. Now he's going to be chased out, and he is knocked down. That was Nielsen again. That's his second big tackle on this drive, and Leo's not going to be able to get a play off. That'll do it.
Oh, boy.
And I tell you what,
Eric
if you're Angola, that play right there has to make you feel really good going into the locker room.
Yeah.
That was
quite a stick.
That may have been the stick of the night.
Yeah.
That takes us to halftime. Angola with a little momentum as they head to the locker room. It is 14-6 Leo. We'll take a break. We'll come back and get you set for the second half in a bit. You're watching high school football. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life, Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at tritonmp.com/careers.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Tired of waiting for a doctor's referral to start physical therapy? At Indiana Physical Therapy, you don't need a prescription. You have the power to choose where you go for expert care. Our experienced therapists will help you get back to doing what you love. With over 19 locations, getting the care you need has never been easier. Take the first step towards a healthier, more active lifestyle. Visit IndianaPT.com to schedule your appointment today.
Indiana Physical Therapy, where people go to get better.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
Farmer State Bank opened its doors and began serving our communities in 1915. For more than 100 years, Farmer State Bank is focused on helping our communities grow and succeed.
When I think about Farmer State Bank, the first word that comes to my mind is togetherness.
Teamwork. Helpful.
Involvement.
Passionate.
Local.
Family. Inspiring.
Longevity. I have never seen a place of employment to where people have had career longevity. We have had people retire from Farmer State Bank who have been in the business for over 40 years, which I think is just awesome and amazing. And I hope that one day that I get to do that too.
Come experience the blue button difference.
Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results is proud to serve our community with the same heart and dedication you see on game night. Whether you're buying your first home or selling your next, Jeremy is here to guide you every step of the way. Call 260-466-5037 and let's reach your goals together. Jeremy Bracey with Remax Results. It is halftime here at Leo. The Lions lead it 14-6 on Hometown Media.
Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com. Steuben County REMC wants to give your students a memorable experience this summer. For an unforgettable day, high school students can apply for Page Day and spend the day in session with the Indiana Senate. High school students looking for a trip of a lifetime, check out the Indiana Youth Tour and have the Washington, D.C. experience. For your younger students in the 6th grade wanting to spread their wings, Touchstone Energy Camp is perfect for them. We can't forget the young artists in the family. Students of all ages can submit their artwork to the Cooperative Calendar Art Contest. Did I mention it's all free? Find out more information or apply at www.remcsteuben.com.
Back at Leo, where it is halftime, and Angola, who came up with a huge defensive stop to end the first half, trails at 14-6. And pretty well played game by both sides here at the break.
Very enjoyable ball game to watch.
This has been.
It was an excellent half of football.
I don't think Leo's had some penalties. I think Angola maybe had one or two.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's been a single turnover tonight.
No, there hasn't been.
From either team.
They both look very sharp. And a lot of times you talk about the most improvement in the seasons between game 1 and 2, and I think tonight has shown that.
And, I think regardless, as long as Angola can play the way they're playing going into the second half, and this is a close game throughout, you come on the road, and even if you don't get this win tonight, it's got to be a valuable confidence booster just considering on where this rivalry's been at for the last 20 years.
Yeah, very, very.
Minus a few games.
Minus a few games. But right now, based on what they talked about at halftime, they want to try and get that first score in the second half. They'll probably have to go for 2 if they're able to get that to maybe tie the game up. And then we didn't see any turnovers in the first half, but a turnover could change this game very quickly.
And we were talking before the break, Foster really good at running the football. Their first drive and a half. Angola really zeroed in, was able to lock him down after that.
Yeah, they did a nice job. They changed their angles a little bit as far as when they were attacking to make the tackles. And one thing Angola was very, very good at in the first half was wrapping. And you didn't see many tackles being broken. They did a nice job of coming up and, burying the runner, getting the good club on him and wrapping, and that makes a big difference.
And they're showing a lot of blitz tonight. Is that to try to beat that bigger defensive front?
It is. They're doing a couple things. They're really, letting when the linebackers are able to blitz like that and attack, sometimes it's a little bit of different game for the offensive line to make some adjustments, and you're forcing them into adjustments. The linebackers are flowing really well tonight, and, the DBs have done a nice job of keeping the receivers in front of them. Nobody's been able to break one as far as Leo's concerned. So you put all those together, and they put a nice defensive effort with a nice plan. And they had that one really, really nice drive, and they had a second drive that looked like it was going to take off a little bit. But they need either a turnover in a short field or a couple nice drives to really see if they can take control of the second half.
And I think this first drive's big.
It is. It's really, really big.
Because Leo's shown, like Angola, they can take the ball and they can run some clock too, and you give them a chance to go up on a 2-score lead. That can make things tough.
Mm-hmm.
Got to keep up with the Joneses.
Yes.
Seen State was up 14-0 on Western late in the second quarter.
Yep. Heading up there next Saturday.
Who they got next week?
Boston College. Night game.
Think it's going to be an NBC game maybe?
I don't know.
Remember Big Ten didn't used to play night games at all on Saturday.
But those night games take so long.
Oh, I know. Especially when they don't start till 7:45 or 8.
Yeah. I mean, you make it to halftime, and I usually take a nap that gets me through halftime in the first half of the third quarter.
I took a nap today. It wasn't intentional at all. I just sit down and it was lights out.
A couple hours?
About an hour. Long enough.
Yes.
Too long, and then I can't go to sleep tonight.
No, that's true.
So here we go. Second half action underway, and the ball is going to come down to Buzzard. And he is looking for a block, and he has got a nice return to the 40 and really good field position for Angola to open the third quarter.
He'll take that all day long.
And that's the positive of having guys as your up guys there that can return the ball, because so many teams have guys that will just catch that and go down.
Yeah. He actually
that's
what
what
the hole and hit the middle.
Yeah, that's what we saw with DeKalb last week. Their up guys would just catch the ball and fall down. Buzzer got about a 10-yard return out of that. So Ravis brings the offense back out onto the field. Throws on the run. That is complete to Thomas, and he bowls over a defender, and he's got the first down.
He broke that first tackle.
Yes, he did. That's a nice way to start the second half. Ball just across the 50 into Leo territory. Thomas, the wide receiver, to the far side of the field. Ruppel to the near side. Davidson and Hasselman in the slots, and Buzzard's going to get the carry out of the backfield, and a nice run on first down for Landon Buzzard. He's across the 45 to about the 44, and this drive is starting a lot like Angola's opening drive.
Nice block up front by Joey Pentecosta.
And a little bit different look putting Buzzard in the backfield.
Mm-hmm.
Same lineup offensively for Angola. Ravis rolls out and try to shovel pass, and now the flag's going to come in, and there was nobody there.
Ravis being chased by Treesh. Intentional grounding against the Hornets. Be a loss of down.
That's a big penalty.
Mm-hmm.
Are they going to mark that? I mean, that's as good as a sack. That's a loss of down.
Five-yard penalty in addition to the loss of down.
So that could have been a lot worse. So now it's going to be third down and about 13. Now they'll bring Thomas over to the short side of the field. They send Davidson in motion. Ravis rolls out. Now he's under heavy pressure, lets it go, and it's complete. Back to about the original line of scrimmage to Davidson.
I think they say he
Yep,
dropped
they're going
it
to say
at
it
the
was
end.
on the, yeah, they're going to say it skipped on the ground, and now Angola will have to punt. Fourth down and 13. Drive started off really, really well.
Buzzard in punt formation.
Now Buzzard back on to punt.
Boy, they're loading up on this one.
Yeah, Holbert's all the way back at the 20-yard line, all by himself, and here they come. And Buzzard gets away a beauty. Holbert's going to call for the fair catch at the 20.
Fair catches at the 21.
And that's a 42-yard punt for Buzzard.
41-yard punt.
With no return.
Nope.
From the 21.
Well, we talked at halftime. They need a turnover.
Well, you know, there's the field flip that you ask Buzzard to do his job and flip the field and make it tough on the opposing offense, and he just did it. Now let's see if the defense can force that first turnover of the night. It's been a turnover-free game so far. And the quarterback keeper, Stoller, straight up the middle. He's across the 25 to about the 27. It'll be a gain of 7. It'll bring up a second down and about 3.
Changing their defense up.
Now they bring Stoll straight up the middle, and he's able to get rid of it. And then a big hit. Stoller's pass to Tackwell. Boy, Owen Scholl was coming like a freight train. He does not look like a freshman. And back on the ground, and there is absolutely nothing there. As Nielsen again gets a tackle in the backfield.
He's had a nice night.
He has.
Yeah, they're really, really selling out.
For Foster?
Yeah.
He's probably the one guy out there that can really beat you anytime he touches the ball.
I mean, Hawk is playing 7 off as a safety.
Stoller now rolls out, throws on the run, and that is complete to Foster. And a nice recovery and tackle by Hasselman from the safety position.
Hawk had a man-to-man, stepped up and made the tackle.
Foster out to the 42-yard line. 3rd down, 3 Lions.
Third down and 3 for Leo. Clock continues to run. 8:34 to play here in the third. Scholl coming again. So is Thomas. And they just got rid of it. And the pass was complete. And the tackle made by Haven.
Haven and Duncan.
Tackled by Busser. 1st down Lions.
Angola again showing blitz. And here they come, and Stoller keeps it straight up the middle, and there's just not a lot there.
Tackled by Lentz.
Lentz and Knox there to make the tackle for Angola.
2.5 yard gain.
Seven, 15 to go here in the third. Man in motion to the near side. Stoller to throw. Loads up deep down the sideline. Davidson there and just out of his fingertips. And that's a touchdown to Kellen Holbert. 44 yards. That was a beautifully thrown pass, and it was right over the fingertip of Dallas Davidson.
Put it right where he had to.
And Leo now leads at 20-6. Now they'll try the extra point. Not the prettiest thing in the world, but it's up and good. And the Lions now lead at 21-6. We'll step away, take a timeout. Back after this. You're watching high school football. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC on Hometown Media.
Are you ready to join the Triton Metal Products starting lineup? You could be a Triton if you have grit, a strong work ethic, and you're ready to make a meaningful difference in your life. Triton offers excellent pay, great benefits, and we will train you. Join an elite team of minds plus machines. Apply now at TritonMP.com/careers.
The hometown life is a good life. Morning coffee at a local cafe. Friendly people who always take the time to stop and say hello. Our hometown is a great place to build a future. We're here to help you do it.
Well, Leo gets the first points here in the third quarter, and they now lead it 21-6. Not bad defense at all by Dallas Davidson. That was just a very well-thrown ball. This is going to come down to Hasselman at about the 13. Stutter step, looks for a block. Hasselman out across the 40, trying to spin away. And a nice return by Hawk Hasselman out to the 42-yard line.
I mean to tell you, that was the last guy that had a shot at him.
Yes, it was. And he had him hanging on for dear life.
Yep. The senior Kuhlman was able to hang on and get some help. Otherwise, Hawk was off to the races.
Now, if you're Angola, you got to really try to stay ahead of the chains here.
Mm-hmm.
Seems like when they've gotten themselves in trouble on offense tonight, it's when they've gotten third and second or third and long. Ravis, low snap, lobs it over to the far side, and did he catch it? He did.
Oh, my goodness.
That was a heck of a catch by Tyler Ruppel.
Oh, they said it was incomplete? I thought they said it was good.
They did. Now they are. What are they doing here? They're putting the ball down.
Yeah.
Well, somebody must have said incomplete because Angola's entire offense treated back to where they were.
Yeah. So Ruppel's a 6'4" high jumper. Boy, he went up after that one, didn't he?
That was a heck of a catch by Ruppel. A little misdirection straight up the middle. That's Davidson. And he is across the 40 to about the 37.
Ravens did a nice job carrying out that fake.
Yes, he did.
From where we're sitting, I couldn't see where the football was.
Almost looked like that old thing the Harlem Globetrotters used to do.
Yeah.
Angola moving the ball on this drive. They've got it inside the 40-yard line.
Oh, they're backing their linebackers off.
Ravis, handoff to Buzzer, cuts it back to the inside, still on his feet, plowing his way all the way down to the 25-yard line.
Second and third effort there.
Yes, it was. That was all Landon Bussard after he got past those initial blocks. That was pretty much all him. Angola trying to turn the momentum back into their favor. They trail at 21-6 as we come up on 5 minutes to play here in the third. Ravis again with Buzzer in the backfield. Takes the snap, looks to throw. Now he's going to step up and nowhere to go.
Ravis sacked.
A little bit too much pressure.
That'll bring up a second down and long now, second and 14 to be exact.
Besides being tough to block, those guys are so tall that as a quarterback to have a line of vision.
Yeah.
It just isn't easy.
That's why it seems like he's had his best success when they move the pocket one way or the other. He's done a nice job of being able to throw on the run tonight. Still got Buzzard in the backfield with him. Davidson comes in motion. And the give is to Landon Buzzer. And he is going to fall forward close to the 10-yard line. That's a nice run by Landon Buzzer.
Yeah, nice job up front. 2 downs now to pick up 5 yards.
And, you know, moving Hasselman out to a wide receiver, I mean, that's done a couple of things. Number one, he's not getting pounded every single play.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, that opens it up for somebody in the backfield because wherever you line up, Hawk, he's got to be accounted for.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, see, they've got a man on him and a safety over the top. They've got him double covered. See that?
Yep. Ravis throws intended for Hasselman. And they're going to say
caught the deflection.
Yeah, pass was tipped and intercepted. I didn't see who did it. But the Angola drive is going to come to an end, and that was another impressive drive that's just going to come up with no points.
That was quite an interception.
And Leo's going to have the ball inside their own 5-yard line. And Angola's had decent pressure on both the quarterback and the running back in the backfield. Let's see if maybe they try to do that again here. The pass was just a little too tall for Hawk. He got a fingertip on it, enough to tip it, and allowed it to just hang up in the air. If he hadn't touched it, it might have just went out of bounds.
Yeah.
Here's a quick throw over to the left side, and there's just not much there. Hasselman will make the tackle. McKenzie, the intended receiver.
Rupel on the coverage.
Yeah. Owen Shull. Down to 2:42 to play here in the third. Stoller takes the snap. He'd run it straight up the middle, and there's not much there for Nathan Foster.
Oh, this is a big third down play.
Alex Thomas came up with that tackle. It's going to bring up a third down. And it's going to be about 5 or a long 5 or 6. Yeah, this is a huge play for this Angola defense.
They've got Hawk mirroring Foster.
Stoller takes the snap, sets up, now flushed out of the pocket, and no. Did he get it? That's going to be, no, he didn't.
Haven made the tackle.
He looks like he's going to be
short.
A couple yards short.
Stoller keeps it.
Boy, did Haven break on him.
Stoller gets out to the 12-yard line.
Oh, my. Oh, they're going to punt. I was going to say, 4th and 1 from their own 10.
They thought about it, didn't they?
They did.
And 2. No.
Yeah.
So Hasselman's going to stand back at his own 45. Davidson back there as well. High snap.
Well,
and now
ran out of time, didn't they?
Yep, delay a game.
That snap just about went over that punter's head.
That was when they delayed sending the punt team on the field. That's what cost them there.
Mm-hmm.
Now Angola's going to change up their personnel.
They're going for it now, aren't they?
Yeah, I think they are. They're bringing in the group that's going to go after this.
Yep. Now they've got the single safety and Hasselman sitting back. Yeah, they are. They're on the line.
That's a shanked kick. Hornets are going to get good field position. It takes a big-time Angola bounce.
Oh, somebody picked it up.
Yeah, there was nobody. There weren't any black jerseys around. Normally you would say no, but that ball pretty much came to a stop with no black jerseys around.
I couldn't. Oh, was that Davidson? I mean, that was way on the far side.
So now Angola in business is they're going to have it 1st and 10 at the Leo 17-yard line.
I mean, you can almost consider that shank punt turnover.
Yeah, that was a net 7-yard punt. Boy, a score here by the Hornets would make it interesting. As we get ready to head to the fourth quarter, Hasselman comes in motion. He's got the handoff, looking to get around the corner. Good pursuit by the Leo defense, and Hasselman made a couple of guys miss.
Well, they're saying he fumbled on the sideline.
Ball was blown dead before the fumble.
There's a lot of whistles.
That was.
Tackle by Souter. 3-yard loss on the play.
I mean, every time Hogg touches the ball, he's got 2 defenders automatically on him. And that's partly why everything else has been so wide open tonight. Now they're going to line Hasselman up over on the right side, along with Rupert. That's complete to Davidson, looking for an angle, and he is going to be run out of bounds across the 15.
Tackle by Woods.
2 downs, 3 downs to pick up 5. Oh, yeah, 2 downs to pick up 5.
Yeah, you're in 4-down territory all the way now.
Hornets.
How do we end up with 3rd and 13?
That's wrong.
Oh, there you go, 3rd and 4. That's more like it. Angola going to let the clock run out. And that'll send us to the fourth quarter. Leo leads at 21-6. Hornets knocking on the door. We're back after this. You're watching high school football. It's powered by the Steuben County REMC.
Welcome to Sports Stop, located in the Lakeland Commons in Fremont, one of the largest sports cards and memorabilia shops in the state of Indiana, specializing in sports cards, Pokemon, Loricana, signed and unsigned memorabilia, and more.
This is where I work.
But this place,
It's also where I live.
Sometimes people talk about a community hospital.
and what they mean is a destination, a street address.
But here it's deeper than that.
Here, community is not about a place.
It's about people.
People who want help living healthier lives.
And the people helping them get there.
The true destination is health.
And that's why now it's in our name.
This is where I work.
Well, we go to the fourth. 21-6 Leo, but Angola is knocking on the door. They are going to have it 3rd down and 4. Ball spotted at the Leo 12-yard line. So, yeah, you've got basically two downs to pick up 4 yards.
Yep, exactly.
Thomas, the wide receiver, to the near side. He's over here with Davidson. That might be the side of the field they look at. Now Davidson's going to go in motion. They fake the handoff. The give is to Buzzer, and he is going to be stood up at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Hit by Paul Woods.
I mean, not much Landon could do there. That was just a pretty good defensive play by Woods, and thought Buzzer was limping there for a second.
He was a little bit, wasn't he?
4th down, Angola.
So the Hornets going to go for it, 4th and 4 at the Leo 12. This might be the play of the game right here to keep Angola in it.
What do we got here?
A little bit tighter set. They move Thomas back to tight end. Sure, coming there, maybe got rid of it just a tad too early.
Lions will take over at the 12.
Let's see if the defense can pull a rabbit out of the hat again. That's going to be another hold against Leo.
Yeah, they held Alex.
And that's going to push them back inside the 10. And when he's beating everybody in sight, that tends to start happening.
Mm-hmm.
Holding against the Lions.
He's got off the ball defensively really well all night.
Yeah, he's had a nice ball game.
6 yards off.
And that's going to back it all the way up to about the 5-yard line. Stoller's got Foster to his left. They stand basically at the goal line as they work out of the gun. They'll swing it out to Foster out of the backfield, and he is going to be gang tackled at about the 10-yard line.
Haven first there on the tackle.
So they'll get 4 of it back. Actually, they'll mark it closer to the 11.
A little bit different look there where they ran that swing with him, trying to get him outside.
Shaw looking like he's trying to get up there to blitz too, and now he backs back out. Stoller takes the snap, going to keep the football straight up the middle, and he's going to be short of the first down. They need to get out to about the 23-yard, 22-yard line. So that is going to leave them well short on 3rd down. Now look at a 3rd down and 3.
Time's starting to be a little bit of a factor here if they can't get a stop.
Under 10 minutes. They bring Hulbert in motion. And again, Stoller going to keep the football and lowers his head. He's got enough for the first down.
Left side. First down, Lions at the 25.
So Stoller gets it out to the 25. They'll move the sticks, restart the clock as we go under 9 to play. Got a wind gust. Here's the handoff to Foster, and he's going to juke his way through traffic and eventually tried to bust it to the outside. Angola defense able to recover, and he's going to be stopped just short of the first down.
He went from picking up nothing to picking up 9.
Yes, he did. And he was close to picking up a long touchdown run. Another step, and he might have completely got himself turned on that corner. It's a little bit different look in the backfield from what we've seen all night.
Yes, it is.
They've got a fullback in there with Foster. And they just continue to drive that pile.
First down, Lions at the 46.
Wait, you just don't see that much at any level anymore, a fullback leading for a tailback.
No, it's kind of an offset eye.
Yeah. And it's got a really old school look to it.
Now they're going to a split back.
Yep. A split backfield. And that's with Paul Woods along with Foster, and they go to Foster on the right side.
Scholl with the original hit.
And now Leo's all about running the clock now. They've got a 2-score lead here in the fourth quarter. Angola again showing blitz. Here's the snap, late pitch to Foster, looking for the corner, and Hasselman's going to catch him from behind and drag him down. Looked like Havens was in on it too.
Perfectly content chewing up clock now, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
Boy, that wind all of a sudden kicked up.
I know. Chilly start to Labor Day weekend in northern Indiana, that's for sure. Stoller going to take the snap. And a little misdirection as the pitch goes to Holbert. And he is dodging his way through traffic, and a nice recovery by that Angola defense. Scholl there to make the tackle along with Hasselman.
First down, Leo to the 42.
First time we've seen that tonight.
Yeah. Angola's long-awaited home opener will come next week when they entertain Fremont. Again, Foster looks left side, dodging tacklers. And he is going to get it all the way down to the 36 before he's finally tackled by Lucas Lintz.
Gain of 6. Second down.
6-yard gain down to 5:46 to go.
Really need a turnover.
Angola defense, too, looks like it might be leaking a little oil right now. They have played really well tonight.
Yes, they have.
Now Stoller going to keep it, trying to drive himself forward. A ton of white shirts there, and Alex Thomas will get credit with a tackle. We're about to go under 5 minutes to play. Leo's had the ball for about 4.5 minutes now on this drive.
All on the ground.
This time Stoller will work under center with that I formation, and they'll keep it on the ground with the first guy through.
And you just don't see that eye anymore, do you?
No, you do not. Paul Woods got the carry. It used to be like super common.
It was like 90%.
Yeah.
First down, Lions at the 31.
So Woods gets the first down. Clock continues to run, and we'll be pretty close to under 4 minutes to go by the time they snap it again.
They're going with that straight eye again.
You know, that Woods, he looks like a fullback. Stoller rolls out. He's looking now. He's going to tuck it and run. Angola giving chase, and finally going to run him out of bounds at about the 21, 22-yard line.
You pick it up. Looks like he did, didn't it?
Looks like they're moving the sticks, yep. Out of bounds with 3:54 to go. Well, there's guys that used to make a living being a fullback in the NFL.
Very seldom touch the ball. They're basically a guard lining up in the backfield.
Yeah. We'll keep it on the ground, straight ahead with Foster.
Davidson on the tackle.
This has been a long drive for that Angola defense to be on the field.
Would it start on the 15?
It did.
Yeah.
Actually, they got pushed back to their 5 with that holding penalty.
Oh, that's right. They did, didn't they?
So, yeah, theoretically, if they score, they're working on a 95-yard drive in about 7.5, 8 minutes. Again, that I formation, and the give is to Foster, and he was hit. And the tackle, yeah, it was Hasselman.
Did not see that flag. Do you see where it is?
I don't even see it on the field.
False start.
Nope. Formation against the Lions.
That's starting to clear out the crowd.
Yeah, everybody's heading out, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
What's the holdup?
Not sure what's taking them so long to set the ball.
Angola does still have all their timeouts here in the second half.
Might use one after this play, maybe.
And they haven't used any on this drive so far.
It came from the inside. Scholl. Can't tell who made the first hit. Haven.
There's a bunch of guys that have had really good games defensively
yes,
tonight.
They have. Really, really good games.
I mean, they basically held Foster, seems like, in check tonight. I know he had the big run in the first half, and that's going to inflate his stats a little bit tonight. But considering this is a guy that ran all over a pretty good defense from Bishop Lures last week, I think a pretty good feather in Angola's hat tonight.
Yep.
And a little bit of misdirection. Holpert trying to get to the corner. Angola with some pretty good pursuit. They're going to knock him down inside the 10 and a late flag.
I think that might have been a face mask.
Flag on the play.
Face mask or a horse collar, maybe. Opposite side of the field down near the end zone. That's a tough one for us to see here.
It's very tough. That's about as far away as we can get. Because really, we're not at the 50-yard line in the press box like normally. We're about the 35-yard line on the opposite end of the field. Still not complaining. This is like going from a motel to the Radisson from last week to this week.
Yeah, it's been a beautiful night to broadcast.
Now a little bit of an offset eye. They'll keep it on the ground with Foster, and he is going to be taken down inside the 5. And this will be the last time these two teams play for a while.
Yes, it will. Schedule changes next year.
Yeah, I believe Goshen is going to take Leo's spot on the Angola schedule next year.
And then next year's when the conference rearranges again, too, in football.
So that takes care of that week 7. That's just been a headache for Steve
First 2 are the non-conference games, and the next 7 will be in the conference. There's still going to be a big and small division, but
everybody's going to play everybody eventually. And now Leo's going to go to the victory formation, and now a flag comes down. Was that delay game again?
No, it's a delay game or formation.
I don't know if I've ever seen anybody screw up the victory formation. Have you?
Or, I mean, it's possible somebody moved. I never saw the indication.
Boy, this game just barely took over 2 hours tonight. We've had some that have been some doozies.
That fourth quarter flew by.
Yes, it did. Clock hardly stopped as Leo takes the knee in the victory formation, and that'll do it. They will not have to run another play. Clock operator played that one very well.
Mm-hmm.
Play clock is, or the game clock is just a fraction ahead of the game clock. So the Hornets are going to fall to 1-1. Leo's going to improve to 2-0. But if you're Angola, there's a lot of good things to build on after this game.
That was a really nice football game. I mean, Leo is a nice football team.
You know, couple of plays. I mean, they had the ball deep into Leo territory a couple of times, just couldn't come up with any points. You know, you get points at least on one of those possessions, that changes the whole end of the game.
It does. And you had mentioned Leo had that drive early, which they were able to bust one. But other than that, that defense did a really nice job. And offensively, Angola was able to move the ball. They were able to do some really nice things, just
didn't have a lot to show for it tonight.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end, they didn't have a lot to show for it.
You know, special teams-wise, they do a nice job. Their punt return, they do a nice job with. They've got an excellent punt team, kickoff, kick return. So you look at the special teams part. Defensively, they're playing well. Offensively, they played well at times. So it's coming together, but they ran into a really nice football team
Next
tonight.
week's going to be a big game. Fremont's coming to town, and any indication early looks like they're going to come in 2-0.
Mm-hmm.
And, they're going to come in wanting to beat who they think is Big Brother.
Absolutely, and it will be a big crowd next Friday.
It will be, and it'll be a whole bunch of fun, and we'll be there to have it for you starting at 7 o'clock. That's going to wrap it up for us here tonight. Let's throw out our Triton Metal player of the game tonight. Man, there's so many we could pick from. I've got it down to 2.
Okay. One that I would throw out there would be Buzzard.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
And Alex was another one.
Alex had an outstanding game defensively tonight.
Yeah.
Those would probably, if we split it in half.
Let's do that. Let's
There
go
we
with
go.
co-players of the game.
Yep.
Buzzard and Alex Thomas are your Triton Metal Products player of the games here tonight. Final score, Leo 21 and Angola 6 in a game that was really much closer than that. We'll see you next week with more high school sports, including Fremont at Angola next Friday night right here on Hometown Media.